Good morning. It is classroom setup day 2. I'm probably going to combine day 2 and day 3 because what am I trying to say? I can't come in my room next week. So today I have today, and then I have like next weekend, but I don't plan on being here for very long today just because I don't know, I just wanted to go do other stuff today. So I just figured I'd come in. It's like 8 o'clock, so I got here pretty early, and then I just figured I could get a few things done and then head back home. So today I think I'm going to work on some organization. I want to kind of organize my desk a little bit. It's a little bit messy. What's the other thing I was going to do today? Oh, I just need to kind of like clean up a little bit. Like, I've got stuff everywhere. I have to actually like move all my seats. If you didn't see my last video, I need to like move all my seating because they're going to be doing my carpets next week, and so I can't have any of this like stuff out. So I need to put it up on the counter or wherever. So I just kind of need to do that. What the heck else did I need to do? Why am I blanking? I don't know. I guess I'll just start with organizing and see where that takes me. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. My desk for the most part is like kind of organized. I just need to sort of clean it up a little bit. I think I want to say I did it before the school year ended, but I just can't really remember if I did or not. But I'm just gonna straighten it up a little bit and just make sure it's all good. So it's probably not gonna be too much, but I just want to do that. So let me show you what it looks like. So on my desk, I have this built-in, which if you've seen any of my videos, you will have seen this desk like a million times, but I have this built-in as my desk, and then I have this little extra like piece sticking out for like my Elmo and whatnot. So these two just always get so messy. I don't know why. I just like throw everything in there and they just get piled up with stuff. My desk drawers are fairly clean, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this doesn't need too much. That's kind of as organized as it's gonna get. No, I just saw an ant. Anyway, and then this drawer is pretty much as organized as it's gonna get. I'll probably just go through. I want to get rid of a lot of my pens because I got a bunch of new pens, and then this will just kind of stay. Actually, I'll probably get rid of a lot of that paperwork because it's like old school student work. And then up here, this is a cabinet. It's just kind of hard to not keep organized, but it's just hard to like organize it. I just really don't know what to put in here, to be honest. So I'll just kind of go through, just make sure everything in there. And then I've got this is for the most part, I think this is one of the ones I did organize. Just a few things I'll kind of put away. And then this one is always a disaster because I just kind of throw everything in here, but I also don't really have any other way of organizing it. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna get started on some organizing. I'm hoping this just takes me like a few minutes. Library labels. If you saw my last classroom setup video, I was short a bunch of labels in my library, so I made those, and I just need to put them out and then put them on, and then my library will be, I think, all done, which will be nice. The ones that I needed were I had female main character, fiction chapter books about people, advanced chapter books, fiction chapter books about animals, mystery chapter books, Black Lagoon, Who Would Win, Goosebumps, and then I had this one that said animals, and I went ahead and replaced it with living things because a lot of this is like insects, reptiles, animals. So I just went ahead and changed it to living things, and those are all like nonfiction books. Labels are all on the buckets now, and the only other thing I I bought some little labels, and I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna use them yet, but I figured I could use them for something else if I didn't, but they were like $1.99. So anyway, I bought some labels because I want to label the books, but I'm just not quite sure how to do it. My thought is to put on each bucket one of the little square labels. So it'd be like up in the corner. So say this one's the lightest one. So this is the one I picked up. But up in the corner, there'd be like a little label with a certain color, and then on each of the books I would put the label that matches that color of like dot. So I bought white labels. This is pink because this is an old one. This is a way I like tried to organize it in the past, and I tried to organize it by level, and I'm not like doing that anymore. That was a couple years ago, and it never like really followed through with it. But yeah, so I had some labels on here, but this is the label that I got. They're just white, but I figured with a little dot. I just don't know if that's like the best way to do it or what, but that's like a lot of books to have to label. I think the pack has like 550 labels in it, but I don't even know if that's enough. And it just seems like a really long time, and I really don't have anyone who can like come help me do it. I saw a comment that was like, oh, I have someone, come help you. And I was like, I just really don't have anyone who would come and like do that tedious of work, and I'm kind of short on time now. I should have brought the books home over summer and like tried to figure it out, but I honestly don't think I've even could have figured it out like at home. I needed to be in this space and like do it in here. So yeah, I don't know. That's kind of my thought process though, is to put the little stickers and then maybe put like a piece of tape over it so that it stays, but I just don't know. So if you guys have any good ideas, let me know, because it's not going to happen today. So you can comment down below, because I won't be back in for a while. So yeah, I did get all the labels though put on. So now every label or every bucket has a label, which I'm super happy with. These labels are from TBT. They weren't like a freebie, and actually a lot of them I did have to create. So like, okay, which one? This one I didn't create. This is from the pack, and this is how the person had done it. I cannot remember for the life of me who it was from. But if you just search like library labels, I'm sure they'll pop up. I think it's in like a pack with a bunch of different labels. But yeah, so this is the way it looked. I had this font and I had this font. So all I did was I played around with the fonts a little bit, and I just screenshotted this like the little dots and put a white box, because I had a lot that didn't follow the ones that she had put on there. So like this one I just typed it in there, and then I did a little dropper to do the colors so that the colors matched, and I tried to recreate it as best I could. I think I did a pretty good job, but yeah, so I had to create a lot of these just because there wasn't ones that fit what I needed. Like the main ones they had, like Magic Tree House, she had like science nonfiction, stuff like that, but most of them I did have to create on my own, which was fine. I liked the look of them, so I just figured I'd use them and just make it fit for me. I'm so obsessed with the library. I like just keep looking at it. My dream has always been to have a library in my classroom, and my first 2 years of teaching, I had the space in my room, but at my old school, but I didn't have the books to like fill it, and I really just didn't want to spend the money on buying all the books, because books can be very expensive, and I didn't really know much about like the Scholastic stuff and how you get a bunch of free books at the time. I wish that I did, because I had so many parents at my old school who would order books, and I keep thinking back to like how much time or how much money that was probably free. Like if you order a certain amount of books, you get like $10 to spend right now, and I always buy like the dollar books, and I get so many books that way, and I probably missed out on so many books in my old school, but I mean, it is what it is. My school now, I don't have a lot of parents who order books, but I use that money very wisely, and then I buy like the packs, and then like I said, I got a bunch of books from another teacher. And there were a lot of really, really good books in there. So I'm so, so thankful and so grateful to have like gotten those books, and they're all like perfect for my age level of kids. So I'm just so excited. And then in this classroom, like I just don't really have the space for a library. I've used like the countertop for like my buckets, but I just don't have the wall space. And I've never been able to have a true library, and then I just never really had enough books to fill up like a good library to do it by genre or like the series like I kind of tried to do. So I'm just, honestly, I'm so happy that I finally like have that space in my room. I really want to just grow like my students' love for reading this year. So I don't know, I'm just so excited, which just sounds so silly. It's just like library books, but I'm just so excited. My next mission is going to go ahead and be that did not like come out, I don't think, in English. My next mission is going to be cleaning up and just kind of getting the middle of the room figured out. And actually, I'm kind of thinking this video might end up being its own video because it's probably going to be kind of long. But it's fine because I love classroom setup videos so much, especially when I can't get into my own classroom. I love to watch other people do theirs. So I hope you guys like long videos because or multiple videos. So I'm gonna go ahead and organize all that, and then I'm gonna take a picture of it, and then I'll put it kind of away, which I know sounds weird to put it all out and then put it back, but I think for myself it'll just make next weekend a whole lot easier when I come in to kind of do the final touches before heading back for like real. One thing I really highly encourage you to do if you are like a new teacher, or even if you're not a new teacher, is to keep year-long plans. And I'm actually not taking my own advice because I did really good, not last year, but the year before. Every week I would throw like my copies in there. I think the reason I stopped is just because we stopped using so many copies, and I realized a lot of the stuff I probably wouldn't use in the future. So I kind of stopped keeping it, but I did keep like my lesson plans, which I'm not going to show you those, but I had like drawn out lesson plans, and I did keep those from that year just so I can kind of look back and see like what did I do those first 2 days of school. And then I keep masters. So even if you don't keep like lesson plans or anything like that from the whole year, I mean, that's kind of your own personal preference. I don't even do it anymore, but I do think your first week stuff is really nice to have the copies for it already, just because I can go in here and just print everything so long as I'm using pretty much the same stuff, which I normally do. So I've got the masters already, which means I can just take this and I can go print it already, and I don't have to like find it online anymore or try to remember what I did. But of course, the one paper that I'm looking for is not in here. So I am going to have to go online and find that. But just so I just wanted to share that because this will save me. And especially like this stuff I actually shrunk. And so it's already shrunk to the size that I wanted. This was like a full size and I shrunk it down. So now it's already like the way I want it. So it's easy just to make the copies every year. I think I've pretty much got everything the way that I want it. And I actually think I'm going to go ahead and pretty much just head home. I think the rest of the stuff that I want to do, I could do from home. I actually do need to do my homework before I leave because I have to film a video for my homework for my master's this week. And I was just going to do it here because I feel like it'll be easier. So I'm going to do that before I go. But I thought I'd just quickly show you the state, and then I can also look back and see what it looked like. And then I'm going to put everything up on the counters away so that they can clean. I didn't get like all that much done today, but I just felt better about coming in. I had to come in today just because I had to move all this stuff, so it wasn't like I couldn't come in. But I do feel like better kind of coming back in here and seeing the way everything looks, and I just feel like I'm satisfied. So let me show you, and then I'm gonna head home. All right, so I went ahead and I've got my Adirondack chairs here. I put those camping chairs over there. I think I like them there. I don't know that they're going to stay there, but I think I like them there. So for now, that's where they're going. Library area, obviously. In these ones, I've got the fidget band on the chair, and then I've got a cushion on each chair, which those cushions are kind of disgusting. I should probably wash them or wipe them off. I'll do that next week. And then this table will be for rockers. I've already said that in the last video, but just in case you didn't catch that one. Stools, and then I need to break that box up so that it can go into the recycle somehow with my scissors and no box cutter, but I'll make it work. And then I've got that. I put these little rainbow mats out. These I had a couple years ago. They're from the 99-cent store. Anytime I post about them, people always wonder where they're from. They're from the 99-cent store. They were not 99 cents, but they are $1.99, and they're garden knee pads. But as you can see, the kids kind of tear them up, which, I mean, they're foam, so I don't really know what I expected to happen. But I figure I'm just going to put them back out and then just kind of let them, if they're going to get ruined, then I can just be done with them, because there's no point in me trying to save them, because I've got 6 of those. So I've got the yoga balls. This is all stuff that I need for a haul video that I'm going to do. I'm just not quite done with buying stuff yet, so that's why I'm not showing it yet. The wobbles, and then that. So I'm going to put everything up. I had this extra desk. I'm just going to throw it over there for now in case a kid needs to kind of be off on their own, if they choose to do that or whatever. Some kids just like to kind of work by themselves, so that is totally fine with me. So that's kind of where we're at right now. My desk is not actually very cleaned up. I don't even know why I thought that was going to be a task for today, because that's the least important thing, honestly. So I didn't really do too much work over there, but yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and put everything up. All right, everything is finished, and I finished my homework, and I finished responding. I only had one thing to do for this week. I finished everything else in my class. My professor gives us time to do homework for an hour and a half, and so I usually finish most of my stuff in the classroom, but I had a discussion board that was a video that had to be 5 minutes, but I wasn't going to film it in my college class because everyone was there, so it was just kind of weird. So anyway, I filmed it. I did the response that I was supposed to do for someone else, and that's all good. So now I'm good until next week when I have to go back to class. Everything is all put away now, as you can see, just on the counter. I did not break that box down because I started trying to cut it with scissors, and I'm pretty sure I probably would have broke my scissors trying to do it. So I'm just going to bring a box cutter when I come the next time, because that was just not going to work. So I will just bring a box cutter and do it with a box cutter, because that will be so much easier. I could probably, well, no, I think they would be mad if I just put it in the trash can like that, because it's so big. But yeah, so I think that's it. They had said that the janitors were actually here. They weren't supposed to start working till next week, but they probably got done in another school early. So they are here, and they could be coming to our classroom. So I'm just going to go ahead and get out of here. And I'm also pretty much done for today anyway, like I said earlier. So I'm going to go home and enjoy my Friday and enjoy my weekend, because it's my last little bit of summer break. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and push the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.